It's time again for us to look at our beloved LPS and handpick the most disgusting abominations that Hasbro has ever put into production. Last time I did a video on the top 10 ugliest LPS, which was fun, but today we will be examining the demonic underbelly of Littlest Pet Shop, Generation 3. This is the top 10 scariest LPS. Number 10. Poop-covered Dolphin. This pet made it into the top 10 not so much because of how he looks, but more because of what has happened to him. He is clearly covered in poo! This toy should be raising alarms for parents and collectors everywhere. Where are the sanitation standards at the LPS factory? To make things worse, Hasbro tried to cover up its mistake by including it in a pack of Sunday Sparkle pets. All of these pets look relatively normal, but I think it's awfully suspicious that this pet was included. Within the context of these other pets, it's easy to convince yourself that the brown substance covering this poor sea creature is just chocolate. But when you take that away, the truth reveals itself. Number 9. Preposterous Pig. I don't know what Hasbro uses as a model to design this pig, but it is terrifying. I'm talking this thing's got a brain so big that it deformed his entire skull to the point that his eyes are bulging out of his face. And his body is so small by comparison that he has no choice but to let his eyelashes grow like 2 feet long. Now this thing is nightmare-inducing on its own, but did you know this pig has a backstory? Yes. Hasbro also went through the liberty of creating a baby pig with an equally disproportionate brain capacity. What secrets is he hiding? Number 8. The Rockin Pets. You know what they say, the bigger the hair, the bigger the secrets. Perhaps in an attempt to make them appear more human-like in the eyes of small children, Hasbro decided to disguise their abominations with totally real human hair. What was the purpose of these? To gain people's trust with convincing hairstyles so they could record their every move and send it back to Hasbro headquarters for the purpose of designing more revenue-making demon machines? You never know. Number 7. Plotting Owl. In Generation 2, we saw bunnies and meerkats who had their hands together in an almost plotting gesture. If you ever thought that was creepy, you've seen nothing yet. Because as suspicious as these pets may appear, they pale in comparison to Plotting Owl. But seriously, who designed this thing? This is the only design using this mold, making this owl one of a kind and even more likely to have been used for nefarious purposes. There was also another owl mold in G3, but we don't talk about him. Number 6. Circus Kangaroo. Let's just get this out of the way. He's demonic, it's canon now. But seriously, I know that G3 is notorious for giant heads and tiny limbs, but the sheer stance of this dude gives me the creeps. What child wants a neon green kangaroo that's posed up to perfectly wield a knife? I'm convinced that this pet is a serial killer and will decapitate your LPS collection the moment you take your eyes off it. Stay safe, my friends. Number 5. Scary Fairy. I could go on for days about the weirdness that was LPS fairies, but for some reason, this one struck a particular level of fear within me. It has 2 lollipop antennae that cover enough surface area to successfully detect sonar waves from up to 500 square meters. It is unclear whether its arms are on its body or if the wings are actually the arms. If the latter is the case, this fairy is well suited for snagging children in their sleep and returning them to Hasbro HQ for research purposes. If you have this LPS, if we can even call it that, lying around in your home, please dispose of it immediately, or else one day you might wake up in a strange room being interrogated about LPS variants for the rest of your waking life. Number 4. Demon Dog. If you've kept up on my videos from the last few months, you may recognize this dog. On the onset, he may look like your average Dalmatian, and you may even think he's cute in comparison to some of the other pets on this list. However, I have undeniable proof that this seemingly innocent pup is actually the spawn of Satan. In October, I posted a video using my fake LPS to summon demons, one of which was this demon dog. The result was terrifying. LPS started floating in the air, appearing out of nowhere, and I almost died after being jump scared by this horrific creature. Learn from my mistakes, and please don't use this dog for any of your sacred rituals. Number 3. Animatronic LPS. These pets were part of the Sweet Snackin' Pets line, which featured 6 pets who could make sounds and tilt their heads. I don't know about you, but the odd facial features and the moving jaw mechanism reminded me a whole lot of the characters from the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. We've even got the whole cast: Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. In my opinion, there is nothing sweet about these Sweet Snackin' Pets. What do they snack on anyway? The organs of small children? Maybe I should stop talking about them, lest I become the victim of the bite of 21. Number 2. SingAlong Pets. As if animatronic head-biting animals weren't enough, Hasbro decided to also make LPS that sing! Yes, my friends, these pets will sing a beautiful melody that not only provides entertainment for children of all ages, but also contains subliminal messaging to brainwash those children into buying Littlest Pet Shop for the rest of their lives. Trust me, I was one of them. Unfortunately, I can't find much information about these pets other than these pictures from LPS merch. I've tried to find videos of them in action, but these sirens are so elusive that we may never hear them sing again. And honestly, maybe it's for the best. Before we count down to the number 1 scariest, most terrifying LPS ever created, it's time for some honorable mentions. The Totally Talented Seal. I don't know what's so talented about being disgusting. Freaky Frog. That's just too many toes in a row, man. This gravity-defying giraffe. How is he doing that? Creepy Chameleon. He looks ready to crawl from under your bed and into your brain. Misfortunate Maltese. It's not so much about the pet itself, but the package she came in. Seriously, I feel like those beady eyes are creeping into the back of my soul. Ludicrous Llama. How do we go from this to this? Mayor Llama. More like Mayor Oh Hell Nah. And Magic Motion Russell Ferguson. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Please hide your children and any faint-hearted loved ones now, because what I'm about to present to you are the scariest LPS you will ever see in your entire life. Number 1. The Roller-Roos. I don't know who at Hasbro thought it was a good idea to make the Littlest Pet Shop Roller-Roos. These guys were made throughout Generation 3, and honestly, I have no idea what their intended function was supposed to be. Are they marbles? Are they toys for the LPS? Are they the result of a toxic waste disaster in the Hasbro factory? The Roller-Roos don't look anything like LPS. In fact, they don't even look like animals. What is this thing even supposed to be? What?
MEERKAT!
In case having marbles with the distorted faces of various fauna wasn't enough, don't worry. Some Roller-Roos even come with their own bodysuits, which vaguely resemble animal skin and create an unholy creature that deserves no place toting the Littlest Pet Shop name. Did I mention they are also extremely easy for children to swallow, choke, and die from? I hope my presentation today has opened your eyes to the monsters Hasbro subjected children to in 2013. However, one conundrum still plagues me to this day when I think about Generation 3. Think about it. How often do you see pets like these in LPS videos? If you answered never, you'd be correct. Is it because LPS tubers have all signed a pact vowing to never let these pets reach the light of day? It's a possibility. But what's even more likely is that these LPS have disappeared off the face of the earth. While doing my research for this video, I occasionally looked to see if these pets were available on eBay. To my shock, most of them came up with 0 results. I tried to find videos of some of these pets in action, but I could hardly find any of those either. I'm surprised I even found footage of the animatronic pets. But all this begs the question, where did these pets go? Has the LPS community successfully destroyed all the ugly G3 pets? Did they build a UFO to terrorize children on another planet? Did Hasbro bury all of these demonic pets in a desert like Atari did in 1983? I don't know all the answers, but what I can say is that this is rife with conspiracy. Littlest Pet Shop Generation 3, created in 2013, which ends in 3. This video was uploaded on 2/6/21, which if you divide the first 2 numbers you get 3. If you add the last 2 numbers you get 3. 3. 3. 3 sides of a triangle. Could this be